Today, I'm embarking on the most dangerous rescue mission of my career. The luxury cruise ship Ocean Purl sent out a distress call, and it's up to me and my team to save hundreds of passengers stranded in the middle of a brewing superstorm. But little did I know, this mission would test every ounce of skill and courage we had.
Oh God.
With time running out, Delta Team 7 scrambled into action. As we checked our gear, Captain Rick warned us, once we're out there, there's no turning back. We weren't just dealing with bad weather.
This thing is really hard to control.
Satellite data showed the storm forming tornadoes and even a potential tsunami. Halfway to the ship, turbulence rattled the chopper so hard, I thought we were going down. Just as we started descending, radar picked up something. Large waves heading our way. Our pilot, Jake, shouted over the comms, "Brace yourselves!" It's a rogue wave. We tilted sharply, barely clearing the crest of the wave before regaining control. But the storm wasn't done with us. We pulled the helicopter joystick all the way back as the helicopter began shaking from the force of the wave. We barely made it over the crest of the wave, but when we did, a huge wind gust almost sent us back into the water. Then wind shear forced us to land on a nearby island to stabilize our systems. After repairing the rotors and recalibrating the GPS, we were finally airborne again. The Ocean Purl came into view, sinking and filling with water fast. The crew frantically waved from the deck as water poured into the lower levels.
All right, there should be a bottom winch thing to
But
open
as we
up.
prepared to lower the winch, our radar blared. Anti-air systems? Out here, it didn't make sense. A small pirate ship had set up defenses around the Ocean Purl. We couldn't risk the helicopter, so we made a risky call. Ditched the chopper, grabbed the inflatable boat, and approached by sea. As we navigated the choppy waters, Rick spotted something just under the surface. Sea mines! It was too late. The hull of the inflatable boat scraped against one, and the explosion sent us flying into the water. The raft was gone, but we weren't giving up. Using what little gear we salvaged, we swam to the Ocean Purl. Exhausted, freezing, and soaked to the bone, we climbed aboard the sinking vessel. The chaos inside was unimaginable. Panicked passengers, flooding corridors, and structural groaning from the failing hull. We split into teams. Rick and I would stabilize the ship while Sarah and Mike gathered survivors. That's when we heard it. A low rumble. The engine of a pirate ship rolling in, ready to attack and delete all of us. The pirates had decided to board the ship. They shot at the ship with autocannons as we took cover. A loud crack echoed through the ship. I rushed people inside as I saw the pirate ship lurking behind us. I closed the watertight door and hoped for the best. The ship's emergency alarms blared. Tsunami detected, impact in 3 minutes. We barely had time to get passengers to the upper decks. As the wave loomed over us, the ship tilted even further. I grabbed the last survivor just as the water smashed into the hull. We scrambled to get inside, but it was chaos. Debris and oil slicks littered the area, and then we saw it, a tornado forming right in our path. With no helicopter to extract us, we had to think fast. We rushed everyone inside, but the tornado was way too strong. The tornado grew closer, pulling debris and seawater into its vortex. It ripped passengers from the ship, launching passengers into the vortex, disintegrating them on impact. A massive piece of the ship collapsed into the water, sending a wave crashing into us and water flooding the ship. The tornado started to calm down, but we had the biggest issue of them yet. The last resort ship sunk. We were stranded in the middle of the ocean and were about to die. But then, out of nowhere, Jake appeared in Thunderbird 1. "Get on board!" he yelled through the comms. He opened the bottom hatch of the helicopter and dropped the rope to extract us from the sinking disaster. Many people did not make it, but this trusty helicopter was running stronger than ever, with Jake saving everyone. As Jake brought in his first victim, he retracted the rope and brought him to the helicopter. Jake went to close the gate, but ended up slipping and falling to his death, leaving everyone for shark food.